Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 7 and in this presentation we will talk about conjunction. First of all, I am Dita Novi Sufiarna. We will introduce my group members. There are Alya Saskia, Nanda, Amelia, Putri, and Muhammad Noufal. Next, we will go into what material we will discuss. There are definition of conjunction, coordinating conjunction, conjunctive adverb, correlative conjunction, and the last is subordinating conjunction. Because I'm the first speaker, so I will begin our presentation today. So the first is definition. What is conjunction? Conjunction is a word that joins words or word groups together. For example is, we ate burger and pizza for dinner. The word and in here is a conjunction. So the second is, Adrian did not go to school as he was sick. As in here is a conjunction. Next is coordinating conjunction, which will be discussed by Alya Saskia.
So the first one that I'm gonna explain is about coordinating conjunction. What is coordinating conjunction? Coordinating conjunction is like when you want to connect words or groups of words that are word phrases and independent clauses. You use coordinating conjunctions. The punctuation rule of coordinating conjunction is when using it to connect to a complete independent or coordinated clauses. Always put a comma before the conjunction. For example, we use we were hungry, comma, for we hadn't eaten in 5 hours. So it's the example for the comma rules in coordinating conjunction. So you use comma before another clauses. So there are 7 most common coordinating conjunctions, or you can call it by fanboys. What is fanboys? For, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. So the first one is for. For is to show reason. For example, I go to the library for I love to read. The second one is and. It's to add information. The example of uses and is she likes to read and write. And next is nor. It's to add negative information. For example, like neither Anna nor I eat. And the next one is but. But it's to show contrast. For example, I want to cook, but there is no stove. And the next one is or, to indicate an alternative. For example is, you're going to have a little brother or sister. The next one is yet. It's to show contrast. For example, the weather was cold, yet bright and sunny. The next one is so. It's the last one. So it's to show result. For example is, she was sick, so she couldn't attend the meeting. So it's like for cause and effect. Like she was sick is the cause, she couldn't attend the meeting is the effect. And you can use so as a coordinating conjunction to make them connect. Yeah, like that. Okay, next one, I'm gonna explain about conjunctive adverb. So what is conjunctive adverb? A conjunctive adverb is a type of adverb that joins together 2 independent clauses or sentences. The punctuation rule of conjunctive adverb is use a semicolon or dots to connect the 2 independent clauses and place a comma after the conjunctive adverb. For example, the number 1 example, use a semicolon. I went to the mall after work, semicolon. However, comma, I did not find what I was looking for. And for the example number 2, using dots, I went to the mall after work, dots. However, comma, I did not find what I was looking for. So the difference is, for the first one, you can use semicolon. And for the second one, you use dots to connect the 2 independent clauses. And don't forget to place a comma after the conjunctive adverb. So here's another example of conjunctive adverb. To show cause or effect, you can use therefore, then, thus, and accordingly. And to show sequence, you can use next, finally, moreover, and furthermore. To explain time, you can use before, now, since, lately, and meanwhile. To show contrast, you can use however, instead, rather, in spite of. To show emphasis, you can use indeed, of course, and certainly. To summarize, you can use in conclusion or in summary. And to illustrate, you can use for example and namely. And to show comparison, you can use also, likewise, and similarly.
I'm gonna explain about correlative conjunction. Correlative conjunction are one of the three types of conjunction. Correlative conjunction are used to illustrate how two words or phrases within a sentence relate to each other. Correlative conjunction always come in pairs. There are 7 correlative conjunctions with its example. For the first one is either and or, is to present a choice between two options. For example, I can visit you either on Saturday or Sunday. Next, neither and nor is to connect to negative option. For the example, neither the car nor the bicycle is working. Next, not only and but also is to show the two qualities. For example, she is not only beautiful but also smart. Next is as. For example, the kid was running as fast as us. And next, but and is to join two similar elements. For the examples is both intelligent and hardworking. And the last one is whether and or is to introduce a choice. For the example, whether you come to the party or not is your decision. Next is subordinating conjunction. Subordinating conjunction can be found in sentence containing two clauses, independent clause and dependent clause. In other words, subordinating conjunction show the relationship between dependent clause and independent clause. For example, unless we give him a ride, he won't be able to come. The other example is here's some cash in case your credit card doesn't work. There are 7 types of subordinating conjunction. Number 1, time. After, before, since are used to indicate time relationship between independent and dependent clause. For example, I went to the store before coming home. Number 2, cause and effect. Because, since, and as can be used to show a cause and effect relationship between dependent and independent clause. For example, I need to study harder since I got poor grade on my last exam.
Number 3, condition. If, unless, they are used to express condition under which something may or may not happen. Example, I can see you later if I finish my homework early. Number 4, contrast. Although, even though, while, or examples of subordinating conjunction that show contrast or opposition between independent and dependent clauses. Example, even though we don't see each other often, she is my best friend. Number 5, reason and purpose. So that, so as, and in order that are used to express a reason or purpose. Example, I asked my classmate to move so that I could see the teacher better. Number 6, place, where, and wherever are example of subordinating conjunction that show you where the action of the sentence takes place. Example, let's meet at the same place where we had dinner last time. And the last one, concession. Although, though, and even if are subordinating conjunction used to introduce a clause that contradicts the main clause. Example, even though we were ex-house after our trip, we came home and cleaned the house. Subordinating conjunction punctuation rule. When the dependent clause is placed first in a sentence, use a comma between the two clauses. Example, to she saw danger, Martha was not afraid. If you prefer, take this seat, and so on. When the independent clause is placed first in a sentence, do not use a comma between the two clauses. Example, Martha was not afraid though she saw danger. Take this sheet if you prefer, and so on. Conclusion, we use conjunction to connect two or more words, phrases, or clauses. Conjunction are divided into 3 types. There are 1. Coordinating conjunction which connect words, phrases, and independent clauses. Number 2. Subordinating conjunction which connect independent and dependent clauses. And number 3. Correlative conjunction which connect to pair of equal phrases or clauses. Conjunction may change their part of speech according to their contextual place and use.
Next, we will discuss about exercise. 1. The soya plan is an annual. New seeds must be planted every year. And the answer is D. So, why not A? Because the word such here is a word that used to express similarity, unless it accompanied by that. So it could be the soya plant such an annual that must be planted every year. If B, and since this is a waste of words where these two words are both conjunction, the word since is also a conjunction that used to show time. If C, while, is a subordinating conjunction that shows the contrast between independent and dependent clause. In the example question here, both sentences are independent clause. The soya plant is an annual is an independent clause, and new seeds must be planted every year is independent clause too. So the most correct answer is D. So next, the soya plant is attached by both fungus disease, virus disease, and the answer is A. And why not B? Because the word also here is an adverb. It is often used when you want to contrast two things. If C, but also, is a part of correlative conjunction which function to present to relate piece of information. The but also word should be paired with not only. If D, or, is a correlative conjunction that presents a choice between two options. Meanwhile, in this sentence, there is the word but, meaning it does not require a choice, or should be paired with either. So the most correct answer is A. If there is a word but here, then the correct pair is and. Next, the ground bran from soya is used either in breakfast cereals, in animal feed, and the answer is B. Why not A? Because nor is used to connect to negative option. If C and D both have the same meaning, because in the sentence there is a word either, which means we have to choose one of in breakfast cereals or in animal feed. Meanwhile, the word and shows that we choose both options. So the most correct answer is B, or. Next is written expression. Number 1, Alan kept working even though she was tired. Number 1 is already correct. Number 2, the air that surrounds our planet is both odorless, colorless, and invisible. Here we can change D. We can remove both words, and we can change is to are. So the result is the air that surrounds our planet are odorless, colorless, and invisible. 3. Many meteorite fails go unnoticed because they either happen at night nor they hit the earth in uninhabited areas. We can change D. We can remove nor to or. Because in the sentence here, there is the word either, which is a correlative conjunction and is paired with or. Either or. So that was our presentation about conjunction. Sorry if there are any mistakes in saying words or presenting the material. That's all and thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.